Today I will be simulating the 2026 World Cup in FIFA 23. Before we sim the World Cup, let's see which nations will qualify for the World Cup. First up is the Asian qualifiers. In Group A it's Japan and Australia going through, and Qatar will have to play in a playoff match. In Group B it's Iran and Oman surprisingly going through, and South Korea has to play in the playoff match against Qatar. So let's see who gets to go to the World Cup. And South Korea wins it 3-0, which means they're through to the World Cup. Next is the African qualifiers. In Group A it's Mali surprisingly going through with Nigeria, and Algeria has to play in a playoff match. In Group B it's Cameroon and Ghana going through, and Morocco has to play in a playoff match against Algeria for a spot in the World Cup. Let's see who wins it, and Morocco wins it 2-0, which means they're through to the World Cup. Next is North American qualifiers, and the 4 teams going through are the United States, Mexico, Costa Rica and Canada, and the 5 teams from the South American qualifiers going through are Argentina, Uruguay, Brazil, Colombia and Peru. And last is the European qualifiers, and France will be going through and North Macedonia will be playing in the playoff league. Czech Republic goes through, Italy goes through, and Turkey surprisingly finishes above Germany to go through directly to the World Cup. England goes through, Belgium goes through, Spain is through, the Netherlands is also through, and last up is Croatia going through. All the nations that finished in second goes in a playoff league, and the top 4 teams will go through. So Germany, Portugal, Russia and Austria makes it to the World Cup. Now let's finally take a look at the World Cup groups. This will be Group A, Group B, Group C, Group D, Group E, Group F, Group G, and last up is Group H. Let's see who goes through from each group. In Group A it's the United States and the Czech Republic, France and Mexico, Uruguay and the Netherlands, Germany and England, Spain and Croatia, Portugal and surprisingly Ghana. Belgium has gone out in the group stage once again. Anyways, Italy and Brazil. And last up is Argentina and Morocco. And this will be round of 16 matches. Germany and the Netherlands looks like a good match, and so does Argentina against England. Let's sim the matches. Germany against the Netherlands. And Germany beats the Netherlands 1-0. Next big game will be Argentina against England. And England wins it 4-1. And this is how the rest of the round of 16 matches finished. Italy, England, Portugal and France goes through with Brazil, Germany, Mexico and Spain. And this is how the quarter-final matches will look like. Let's just sim them. First match is Brazil against Germany once again, and Brazil gets their revenge on Germany and beats them 2-1. Next match is Mexico against Spain, and Mexico has surprisingly beaten Spain to reach the World Cup semi-final. Next match is Italy against England, and England gets their revenge by beating Italy on penalties. And last quarter-final match will be Portugal against France. Will Ronaldo's World Cup dream end here? And no, Portugal has beaten France 3-1. So this is how the semi-finals matches will look like. First match is Brazil against Mexico. Can Mexico shock the world and reach the World Cup final? No. Brazil wins it 3-1 to reach the World Cup final. England against Portugal will face each other to fight for a spot in the World Cup final, and England wins the game thanks to a late Jack Grealish goal in extra time. Now before we simulate the World Cup final, let's see who gets third place. And Portugal beats Mexico 3-2 to get the third place trophy. Now for the moment we have all been waiting for. Who will be the world champion? Brazil or England? And England has beaten Brazil in the World Cup final. It finally came home.